totally wakes you up to get into this. Hey everyone again, I'm Cheryl Lazar, co-founder of What's Trending. You can check us out at whatstrending.com, youtube.com/whatstrending. And it's an honor to be here today and be presenting a lot of content creators, brands that I look up to, and that I watch and consume their content daily. And actually, speaking of consumption, did you know that 300 hours of video are uploaded to YouTube every minute? And our next presenters, Newform Digital, are here to make sure it's not just cat videos. Please welcome to the stage Kathleen Grace, Chief Creative Officer at Newform Digital. Give it up for Kathleen, everyone.
Hello. Thank you all so much for coming out this afternoon, and thank you, MIP TV, for giving us a place at this stage. As the Chief Creative Officer of Newform Digital, I want to introduce you to a new kind of studio. This afternoon, I will explain how Newform can fit into your world, share with you some of our vision for social storytelling, and introduce you to the incredible talent we're working with at Newform. Newform is the product of great media minds with a vision for the future of entertainment. 1 year ago, Ron Howard, Brian Grazer, and Discovery Communications partnered to form a full-service studio for the digital age. Our mission is to produce scripted series for the rapidly consuming fans who are consuming content across multiple platforms at all times during the day. Magic of technology. We develop, we produce, and we distribute all under one roof. And in just 1 year, we have produced and sold 14 original series to a variety of platforms, including multi-channel networks, digital destinations, brands, and media. And we focus solely on the scripted genres that audiences love: comedy, horror, sci-fi, and drama. And through that, we've nearly doubled the US market for digital scripted originals. And we've built our series so they go where the audience lives, on phones, tablets, and TVs. But what makes us unique from anyone else producing in the digital landscape is our development process. Let me take you through it. First, we mine the data to see what works in the marketplace. Then, we identify and develop digital native talent who have the right combination of audience size, narrative ability, and a compelling story to tell. Then we produce that story with digital efficiencies and build our series to be consumed across a fragmented media landscape. This is the foundation for the stories your audience will discover, love, and share. I discovered Joe Penna in 2008 watching stop-motion animation videos on YouTube. Since then, he's become a force to be reckoned with, producing commercials for McDonald's, short films, and now a sci-fi drama like you've never seen before. Everyone give a round of applause for Joe Penna. Woo-woo.
Thanks.
Thanks, Joe, for joining us.
Of course, thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So can you talk about how Instant Getaway came about?
Sure, yeah. Well, you were asking for some development stuff, so I sent you 2 or 3 ideas of the kinds of videos that I was doing on my channel on YouTube. And you were like, I want something bigger. I think it's something that you said that was really interesting to me. I was like, I want something that is your dream. What do you actually want to create that you think that is too out of the reach? And I sent you the idea for Instant Getaway, which is a sci-fi narrative project, very different from the kind of stuff that I did, but it was something that I was really passionate about. And you said yes. You were like, can you do this? And I said, I think I can. And you were like, let's do it. And that's what inspired me to work with you guys.
Great. And what was our development process like from your perspective as a creator?
For a creative, I mean, it was great. I mean, you guys had notes, and there were good notes, especially because a lot of the people working for you, they have, a good eye for that kind of stuff. So it was the kind of notes that I was getting wasn't an overall like just change this whole thing or just do this and do that. It was more like the very nitty-gritty notes that made the story better, and that's what I was looking for. It was to have that kind of partner.
Great. And so what's it like knowing you've partnered with people who've been so successful in the traditional space, and now you're kind of helping them understand the digital space?
Yeah, I mean, it's so great because well, I've been on YouTube for so long, or I've been in the digital space for so long, even before YouTube. I used to tell people that that was my job. Very long time ago, I would say, "Oh, it's what I do for work," and people would say, "No, no, no. Like, what do you actually do for money?" Like back in the days where it wasn't even a possibility. So now, working. With Ron and working with Brian, it just gives the whole space more legitimacy, and having budgets to be able to produce something like I did, which is a sci-fi narrative project that was 30 minutes long. It's completely changed from what I used to see back in the day.
Yeah. No more kitten videos, as Shira said.
No more kitten videos.
No, there's still a lot of kitten videos. Arden Rose, who's now joined us on stage, has amassed 1 million followers just talking about her everyday life on YouTube and engaging with a fan base that finds her unique point of view incredibly engaging. But she's not just an ordinary video blogger, and this is why we wanted to partner with her at Newform. She wanted to do more than just your regular vlogging. She wanted to bring to her audience a coming-of-age story that speaks to modern millennials and the challenges they're dealing with this day to day. So everyone give Arden a round of applause. Hi. Thank you. So this is the first kind of big production you've ever done. Why did you choose to work with Newform?
Well, I had been wanting to do something higher quality for a long time. And I had heard all of my friends talking about Newform, and anyone that works in the space is always doing stuff with Newform. And they're just known as the #1 production company online.
Whoa.
So it was easy. I was like, yeah, give me a meeting. Let's do it.
And how did Occupy Alice come about? Like, how did we find that script for you?
That was interesting. We sat down for an initial meeting, and it was supposed to be just like, here are some ideas. Let's do something interesting. Maybe we can work together, figure out something. We both had some interest in working with each other.
Yes.
And then Occupy Alice's script kind of came across my desk, and I was like, yes, this is awesome. I want to be a part of this. It just had kind of the narrative that really fit with my own life, and like you said, kind of that coming-of-age millennial tale. And also, I just loved the script. Like, it was witty and smart.
And Allie Maynard, who wrote it, comes from more of a traditional media background. She's an emerging television writer, and someone we had seen the script and thought, this could be really great for Arden or someone like her. I mean, literally, I was emailed it, and we were like, oh, this would be so cool. Maybe Arden would actually want to do this.
Oh, absolutely, because it was such a professional, well-written script.
It was good, and the story we thought would really speak to your audience and the kind of audience that's consuming content online, as well as on, in other forms of digital distribution. So what was the experience on set like? Had you ever done anything like that before?
I'd done a couple things like this in the past, higher quality scripted content, which I love doing, but I hadn't been on a set that was so professional for a digital company. That was one of the biggest things. We had traditional actors as well as online comedians and people from all realms of entertainment that came together, and it didn't feel like it was a weird mixture. It felt like it was very seamless with the way everything was presented. The director was fantastic. Everything was done impeccably. And even the traditional actors were like, this is like a real film set. This is like a film that we're filming.
It also happened to be my house.
Was that your house?
Yeah.
Hey, it's beautiful.
I just moved into it, and then I was like, well, it's empty. We could film
We're
here.
going to destroy it and make it look like a crazy 22-year-old lives there.
So you actually haven't seen the trailer yet, but I would love to show it to our friends here as well as you at the same time. So let's take a look at Occupy Alice.
Please. It's a great show. Hi, I'm JC CANGILLA, and while Kathleen heads the creative side of our business, I run the business at Newform Digital. It's such an exciting time to be here. Thank you so much for the invitation. We're creating new business models right now that work for our filmmakers, they work for our partners, and hopefully they're going to work for you. Our creative team is focused on building great stories and working with great storytellers to attract that really rabid audience. My job is to find the right homes for these stories and storytellers. And no one wants to hear the business guy go on and on about the business, so I'm going to cut to the chase and leave you with 2 takeaways. The first is, one, our projects fit within the programming that you currently have on your distribution platforms. We're programming in genres that work for you, with talent that has audience in your regions, and a production quality that's at broadcast quality. And we give good stories. And the second key takeaway here is we're a studio. As Kathleen says, we're a different kind of studio. But we'll be announcing over the next 2 to 3 weeks major, significant, key partnerships with US digital distributors. They happen in the multi-channel network space, or the MCN. They'll be with digital platforms. They'll be with traditional media partners. And these partnerships will live alongside our partnerships that we've already announced with AOL, Turner, and Vimeo. And the key takeaway here is, as a studio, we control our international destiny. We control our rights in the regions that you all represent. And we'd love to have conversations with you how to bring our projects to your platforms. The easiest way to start that is to email me. I'm at jc@newformdigital.com. I look forward to talking with many of you about the great projects that you've seen here today. And we've hired 2 enterprising young gentlemen to run our sales at Newform. I'd like to bring them on stage. Their names are Jack and Dean. Please welcome them.
Bonjour, cans!
It's can. It's just can. You don't pronounce the S.
I don't care.
Hello, my name's Jack Howard.
And I'm Dean Dobbs.
And together we are Jack and Dean. That's Jack and Dean, not Dean and Jack. That's an important distinction to make.
Together we make short comedy videos for YouTube, and we also work for BBC Radio 1.
Why did you do that? But this time, Newform Digital have allowed us to make a short film.
Idiots. Although, to be fair, in my opinion, it is the best short film ever made. It looks nice, sounds good so you can hear it, and also, Jack is fantastic. His performance is...
Thank you.
It's great. He's the next Meryl Streep.
Dean.
Like, I almost cried.
Dean, I think that what you're doing is you're overselling it a little bit. We need to manage people's expectations, so don't... Just bring it back a little bit, you know, be a bit more honest about it.
The film is shit, and you're shit in it.
Okay, well, you've gone too far the other way there, haven't you? So don't just meet somewhere in the middle.
It's a solid 6 out of 10.
That'll do. So basically, it's called GFC, Ghost Fighting Corporation, and it's about a trio of fake Ghostbusters who take advantage of people who believe in the supernatural and basically take their money for doing absolutely nothing.
I mean, if that sounds whack, you can change it. For the right amount of coin, you can change anything you want.
Don't be doing that now. I mean, we've made it already, so we can't change it now.
Irrelevant. We can change whatever. We can recast Jack, or we can do a Scandinavian crime thriller starring Owen Wilson.
I mean, I would watch that, but the thing is, we've already made our thing. We can't change it now. This is the time for pitching what we've done.
I don't care.
So, like, do you want to just, like, show the trailer?
No.
Well, we're going to anyway.
Well, thank you, everyone, for joining us today. We will be outside at the Speakers Lounge. Please come, ask any questions you have. These are some of our favorite things that we've produced this year, but we have, 24 more series in development and in production, so we'd love to talk to any and all of you about potential partnerships. Again, thank you very much, and y'all have a good rest of your time at MIP TV.